Then we'll take a break. Okay, 1.5. Dividing whole numbers. Okay, the first problems you have to do, your division is either going to be written as a fraction or it's going to be written with the division sign. Or if you have it written like this, you don't have to write it into division thing because this is something you know in your head, okay? You don't have to show work because you should know this. What's 18 divided by 6? It's 3. Or it could be written as a fraction, like 24 over 8. That means 24 divided by 8, which is also 3. Right. Okay, or it could be written like 63 divided by 9. Which is 7. Right. So you don't have to change the way it's written on these ones. Go ahead and write it straight out of the book and do the division on these. Put the answers in your answer column, of course. Okay, how about if you have one that says, how about something divided by itself? 8 divided by 8? 1. Okay. How about 0 eighths? What is that? 0. If there were 8 pieces of pizza and you got 0 out of 8, you got 0. You got nothing, okay? Okay, how about 8 out of 0? It's not 0. Not 8. Can't do it. You can't get 8 pieces if there aren't any pieces. 8 out of nothing, you can't do that. You cannot divide by 0, ever. If you tell me something divided by 0 is 0, I'm going to call the math cops. They're going to come in and put handcuffs on you. Okay? It's illegal to divide by 0. This is either called not defined or undefined, but it's never called 0. Okay? 0 is only if the 0's on top. Okay? If you know how to draw, you can draw some handcuffs. It's illegal. Don't do that. These are handcuffs. Don't you think I'm an artist? Thank you very much. Yes, I'm an artist. Okay. What about if it has 0 under here? Would that be like this one or this one? This one? This is, no. See this one? This is 63 divided by 9. This one? That's like 63 over 9. Whatever's in here is on top. Okay? So what's under the division is the top part. So this one would be the 0 being on top. So which one is this? This one is 0. If you have 16 under here and a 0 out here, can't do it. You better not say 0. I don't want to call the cops already. So this one's the not defined or the undefined. Okay? And you already know if it's written like this, which one that is, right? Do you? Which one is that? It's the not defined, right? It's the same as this. This one is also the same answer. You can say 0 followed by 16. It's like 0 divided by 16 is the same as like 0 over 16. Okay, now we're gonna do short division, divide using short division. That's just dividing 3 into 7. You don't have to get the whole answer, like you already know it's 3/4 is 75 cents, right? Don't write 25 up there, do one number at a time. 3 into 7 goes 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6, and show that you subtracted it and brought the next number down, and then do 3 into 15. That's short division. It's not finding the whole answer right away. 3 into 15 is 5, and then show that you multiplied it right here, and there's no remainder, right? That's short division. So if you have one like dividing 4 into 2509. 4 into 2 you cannot do, right? So don't put a number above the 2. 4 into 25. 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract that is 1. Bring your next number down. 4 into 10. 2. 2 times 4. 8. Subtract that. 2. Bring your next number down. 4 into 29. 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract that. 1. We're not doing decimals yet, so don't put a decimal and add a 0. You're not going to have point something. You're going to have remainder 1. Okay? The remainder put up here as R1. Remainder 1. If you did this on the calculator to check your answer, this 1 is not going to, it's not going to come out 0.1. This one was 1/4. If you did this on the calculator, this one would have came out 0.25. So if you check your answer on the calculator, if it has a decimal, don't let that mess you up and think you got your remainder wrong. Because remainders are not the same as decimals, okay? They're not at all the same. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, if it's written in the book, like this, you don't need to write it like that. Don't write that part down. Write the part down where you're going to do the work. 12,947, that probably had a comma in it. Yeah, I did, of course. Divided by 5. So the second part you put on the outside. 5 into 1? No. 5 into 12? 2. 2 times 5? 10. Subtract that. 2. Bring your 9 down. 5 into 29. 5. 5 times 5? 25. Subtract. 4. I'm going to scoot this up. Bring the next 4 down. 5 into 44. 8. 8 times 5? 40. Subtract it. 4. Bring the 7 down. Okay, 5 into 47. 9 times 5?
45.
45. Subtract that.
2.
2. So what did we write?
Remainder 2.
R2. Remainder 2. This one is going to come out as a decimal 0.4. It's not going to be the same. You can check your answers on calculators, but don't do that first. You can check it to see, and if you made a mistake, you can go back and check it. So everybody should be able to get 100 because you could check your answers, right? You just have to take time to do all that work. Okay, we have some problems where the work was already done. Oh, there was another way that they wrote it, but you don't want to write it that way. This one could have been written like that, but you don't have to write twice. If you see this, convert it into that right away also, okay? Okay, now the next section shows you an answer, and it wants you to check it like you were checking your subtraction. Okay, this problem here, 1877 divided by 5, and it gave an answer of 375, remainder 2. Okay, it wants you to check that by multiplying. Which numbers you think need to be multiplied? These two need to be multiplied. And then what do you think we could do with that? Let's multiply those first and we'll see, okay? 375 times 5 is, let's see, 5 times 5, 25. Show the carry. You didn't do it on a calculator. 5 times 7, 35 plus 2, 37. 5 times 3, 15 plus 3, 18. Okay, there's 1875. What do you think we do with the remainder 2 here? We add it on. You're going to multiply these two, and then you're going to add the remainder. And did that come out to what we divided? Yes. If it comes out to this, it's correct. And so if you did this part, showed this work, we came out to it, all you have to write in the answer column is correct. Now let's try to find one that's not correct. I don't have an answer book right here, so I'm just going to have to hope I can find one. Let's go ahead and try 57 here. 5725 divided by 3 is 1908, remainder 2. Okay, so let's multiply these two here, just like we did on the one above it. 1908 times 3. 3 times 8, 24, carry the 2. 3 times 0, 0 plus 2, 2. 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to add 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. Did that come out correct? No? It's one too many. So if it comes out incorrect, you need to get the correct answer. Okay, so you need to do the division. So you had to do all that work. Now that it's incorrect, you have to show the work that you divided it, okay? So you need to go ahead and do this. What do you think the answer is going to be? You don't know? It should have been just remainder 1 instead of remainder 2. Yeah. So we already know this is probably going to be right, so that's going to make it easier. 3 into 5 is 1. Subtract it. 3 into 27 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Bring the 2 down. 3 into 2 is 0. It will not go into 2, so you bring the next one down. 3 into 25. 8 times 3 is 24. and then remainder 1. Okay? So you got to show this work and this work. Don't wait till Sunday night to start doing your work, because division takes a while, okay? These take twice as long. Okay, when we're doing word problems, you're probably going to be doing division, right? Because we're in the division section. But it may not be, so let's see. A school district will distribute that many science books equally among 12 schools. Sounds like division to me. That many books divided into 12 schools. This Tootsie Roll produces this many rolls in a 5-day week. How many each day? Sounds like division, right?
Good.
Yeah. A 5-pound bag of organic wheat flour can be filled from how many 5-pound bags can you get out of as many pounds? Sounds like division, right? A contractor purchased that many squares of roofing material. If each cabin needs 9 squares of material, find the number of cabins that can be roofed. 1139 squares. Each square needs 9 squares of material. Okay. It's still just divided by 9 though, even though it did all that explaining. You still just divide by 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See if there's anything else. If you look at your homework, it says you have to do all of these, 85 through 96. And what you can do is make it just like it looks like here. And what you could do is put check marks under each one that divides. If the 60 divided by 2.
Good.
Yes, you put a check mark. The 60 divided by 3. Yes, if you put a check mark. Okay? 60 divided by 5. Yes. By 10. So there will be check marks all the way across this one. And you don't have to put anything in your answer column, okay? This you can just write as tables and grade it from the table, okay? Don't forget you need to put your divisibility rules. These rules right here, the divisibility rules need to be written into your portfolio. You can be using these rules to see if it divides by 2. Or if it divides by 3, if it divides by 5. You won't have to use all of these rules in that table, but eventually you will use all the rules. Okay? That's on page 47. Okay, I think that's about it, so you turn that off. Thank you for helping me.